Matthew Golden as wide receiver 1 in Green Bay on day 1. Lock in. It's your boy T-Dub, and this is Wild Take Wednesday here on the Red Zone Reject Podcast, where we jump in headfirst into the wildest predictions. Right now, I feel like with this addition of Matthew Golden, the Green Bay receiving core is 10 times better, and we can just look at his accolades and his stats. At Texas, he led all receivers in receiving yards. His stats were 58 catches on 987 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns. Now, ranked 20th as a draft grade. He was predicted to be a year 1 starter, late first year starter. Now, if we look at running back from last year, Josh Jacobs had this to say in an interview.
Then obviously, we got a really young group of receivers. But I think personally, we need a guy that's proven to be a number 1 already.
In that they need a true wide receiver 1. So what's better not than Matthew Golden?
Right in stride, they get going with Golden. Look at this explosive play from the Longhorns.
Now, with all that being said, let's look at the Green Bay receiving core. First receiver we're going to talk about is Jayden Reed. Now, don't get me wrong, Jayden Reed's a dog. Now, for you Packer fans out there, don't hate me. I hate y'all, though.
Is this nigga serious?
But I can't deny his talent. Jayden Reed's stats, though, on the other hand, they were nothing stellar, but they were definitely impressive. They're not true wide receiver 1 on this team. And with that being said, let's look at his stats. Bro had 55 catches on 75 targets, 857 receiving yards, and only 6 touchdowns. Now, yes, that's impressive, but nothing over 1,000 receiving yards. Now, their second leading receiver on that team that past year was definitely in doubt, Tucker Kraft. Now, I know you could say, hold up, T-Dub, that's a tight end. We were talking about receivers.
Don't care, still don't care.
Well, you do understand tight ends can go out for routes and also catch the ball. But moving on with the point, I get it. It's a tight end, all right? But he definitely was the second leading restorer on that team. Now, if we look at his stats, Tucker Kraft had 50 catches for 70 targets on 707 receiving yards and only 7 touchdowns. Now, you can ask, where does Matthew Golden fit in with those two? Well, Matthew Golden fits in with his ability to make big plays downfield, his route running skills, his explosiveness while route running, and his speed, and his ability to just be an overall impact player. That type of player these Packers have been desperately missing. The next 2 receivers we're going to talk about is Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. But let's start with Christian Watson first. Yeah, you can tell by his stats he didn't have a productive year. Let's not try to fool ourselves. Hide it behind excuses and delusion. Have you seen his hamstring? His hamstring is cooked. It's fried. It's literally carved up so badly it looks like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, stats were 29 receptions for 620 receiving yards and only 2 touchdowns. Now, the next receiver we're going to talk about is Romeo Doubs. Same instance. Still non-productive year, and can't deny it. Bro gets knocked out more than a boxer.
I got him, but more importantly, concerned for Dobbs. Injury timeout. We hope he's okay.
But I'm not going to say he can't have a bounce back year. Now, his stats, though, definitely took a hit because of this. His stats were 46 receptions for 601 receiving yards and only 4 touchdowns. Now, both of those 2 players didn't have very stellar years. But I feel like with the addition of Matthew Golden, the Packers wide receiver core is 10 times better and will be able to contend in this ever-changing NFC division with his playmaking ability and what he brings to this Packers offense now. And that does it for the first ever Wild Take Wednesday here on the Red Zone Reject Podcast. Yes, the filters were off, the takes were wild, and the insanity may be in question after this. But let us know what you think in the comment section below, and leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe.